And tonight, on my end, being evening, I wanted to bring you another video in regards to the cryptocurrency market and as to what's taking place. We were actually momentarily sitting at $30,100, but it looks like just and right when I started to make this video, it looks like we're beginning to get a bit of a boost. Um, in terms of the BTC price. So it's actually up about $1,000 right now at 31,100 from a low of 30,100, something along those lines. So nice to see Bitcoin go up about $1,000. So that's pretty cool. Because I thought that it was gonna hold 30,000 and then go down a bit more, and I think that's possible too. But for now, it just jumped back about $1,000. So we'll see how low it'll go at the end of the day. Because I personally think that BTC is gonna go back down to the 15,000, 16,000, 14, 15,000 range. So right now, whenever we're seeing Bitcoin just sitting at the $30,000 range from $33,000. I feel like this is a similar situation from what happened in 2017 whenever Bitcoin hit 20,000, or like not 20, like 18, 19,000, and then it hanged out at that price for about a couple weeks, and then it dropped back down to about 16 to 17,000, and it hovered around those price ranges for about a month there, and then went down to like 14,000, 15,000, and then it stayed there for a little bit of a time too, and then it just pretty much for the most part corrected itself, and went all the way back down to 3,500 as a low from the 19,000 whatever 19,000 high that we had in 2017. So right now, whenever we're looking at Bitcoin at sitting at 31,000, it's gonna go up and down in this price range. But I think at the end of the day, whenever we look at especially a couple months down the line, I feel like BTC is gonna definitely drop to the 20,000s, and then we're eventually gonna be seeing this thing sitting at about 15,000, $16,000, because obviously there's no price correction here. Yeah, let's not forget the reason BTC started pumping in the first place was because Jack Dorsey and his company Square came in, and that this drove hype, and then PayPal came in, and then a couple big other institutional investors came in. So the price went up considerably to about 17, 18,000, and then we just saw it skyrocket all the way up to $40,000, and now it's at $31,000. So we've already seen a loss of a fourth of its high in this bull run. So I mean, I personally wasn't expecting this thing to go to $40,000, but I also think that I knew it was gonna go to 40,000, but I just didn't think it would happen so quick. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, should we be buying Bitcoin at $31,000? I personally wouldn't be doing it, because it's gonna go down more. So why would you put in money whenever there's a good chance that it's gonna go down, because this thing hasn't even fully corrected, and there's also a lot of market manipulation, because usually not institutional investors, or the people in general that uh choose how the price is gonna go, say, hey, we can keep the price high and let people invest, and then whenever there's a good amount of investment, when the price is high, we'll just take that money out, and then the whole thing will slip and fall, and smaller investors, everyday people will lose their money. So I made this example in another video whenever I mentioned that I went to cash out Bitcoin at a local ATM, and when I went to cash out, I saw a lady putting in a couple $100 to purchase BTC, and I was like, wow, it's gonna go down. And at that time, BTC was sitting at $35,000. So right now we're already at 31. It went I think it went below $30,000 today, momentarily, but I think that um it's going to go down more. So if it's not going to be going up high, if it's not going to be going up high, in a short amount of time, then this thing usually is going to go down. So um, the price just hanging out at $30,000 right now, to me, in my opinion, is manipulation, because realistically, there's a price correction. And for the people that are enabling the price to hold at this $30,000 range, are pretty much the manipulators in my mind. Because when this thing does go down in price, well, guess what? The people that have been investing at this high amount, at $30,000, $35,000, even $25,000, you're all gonna lose your money. So, well, not lose, but you lose a considerable amount, and that would be about 30 to 40% loss, until the next time there's a bull run. And God knows when that is, right? So yeah, right now, there's just no way I see BTC correcting itself and going back up to $40,000. There's a lot of people going around and saying that Ethereum is starting to look like a store value type of asset, and that there can be a big likelihood of it pumping all the way up to $3,000, $4,000. And some people are even saying $7,000 to $8,000 Ethereum, which in my mind is ludicrous at this moment. But at the end of the day, yeah, BTC and Ethereum will hit really high price ranges, but not in the next couple years, and definitely not in the short term. So I feel like this was pretty much it for now. And for those that were able to get what they were able to, in terms of a benefit of actually taking some profits and gains, I think this was pretty much it. Because if you guys are up right now, and this is again my opinion, no form of advice here. This is just talk between me and you guys. But just to really put in my opinion here, if you're buying right now, and this thing goes down, well, then you'll be stuck out of your trade at a loss until the next time this thing comes back at this price. And BTC didn't go back up to $20,000 and past that mark until 4 years. And 4 years is a long time, guys. A whole lot more money can be made than the difference of what BTC went up to in 4 years, right? So um at the end of the day, you want to be investing whenever it would be most beneficial. Because I mean, who wants to lose money, right? It just doesn't make any sense. So I mean, right now, BTC, it went up $1,000. So we'll see how long it stays at this range. But I just don't see this thing, really going back up to 35 or even the $40,000 range. And again, I feel really bad for all those people that bought up there, because this thing is just gonna correct and it's gonna go down more. So realistically, whenever we think about it, um, you know. You guys wanna be maximizing your profits. So that's quite much the goal in investing in general, because everyone is here to make money. Let's not forget that everybody is here to make money. um 'Cause money makes the world go round, and that's what's important nowadays. So realistically, right now, I mean, I would actually be using this advantage personally, which is what I'm actually still doing. I actually use this as an advantage to go out and actually buy altcoins that are low, and then wait for those to boom up. Because when that happens, then that's when you really know that you can make some good profits, because altcoins can easily go up a couple X. Just look at the Venus coin, that was just released earlier this year. Went from 265, now it's sitting at $8.20. So that right there is like what, 3x, nearly 4x. So BTC right now at 31.1. I mean, this thing is definitely gonna go down. That's just my take. I mean, if it does go up, it might go up a couple $1,000. Just like it did today. It'll hover up and down, but eventually, the price range idea, I don't think we'll be seeing any considerable gains. And I watch some of these big YouTubers, and I usually don't like to mention out any names, but they were also saying that the market isn't really looking all that great right now. Considering BTC not being able to hold a stable price, which is a bit expected because I mean we just saw a record high of $41,000, $42,000, something like that. And I mean it's only to me, that is, it's only obvious that it was going to go down and see a price correction, especially in a volatile market like this. I mean, whenever we look at BTC going up all the way to what, 19 grand, I mean, but then we saw a record low of $3,500. So whenever you do the math and the ratio comparison, and this thing goes down, four times, then we'll be seeing a low of $10,000. We'll be seeing a low of a $10,000 Bitcoin. So, why buy at $30,000 when you can just wait, pile up your cash, and buy at $10,000, and then that thing will just boom, in a short amount of time because BTC is in demand. But when the crash happens and that price does go down, then that's when that you should be going on a buying streak. Because right now, I mean, if I'm right now investing in the altcoins that are on the low. I like to buy on the dip and sell on the high. So that's just the way to make money. Because if you're gonna buy at the high like right now and say, hey, just to say I have some Bitcoin, I mean, my personal opinion is you're gonna be losing money in the short term. And and you'll be down, I think, in the next couple years. But and that's until the next bull run, whenever there's more money in the world. Because let's not forget, there's multiple factors that's driving this price right now. So first it was hype, and then it was the money printing situation, um in the US, that is, and then other factors too, institutional investors, some hype that goes along with that too. So we'll have to see what happens. And um we have Janet Yellen actually being appointed, I believe, as the SEC chair, if I'm not mistaken, as her position. But my point being is, how bad news can drive the price down so quickly, because I think she's anti Bitcoin. But I think the government in general is pro blockchain, but I think they're anti Bitcoin. So and that's just just an appointment in the USA. I mean, imagine if there's another big economic crisis where everything has to shut down again. And usually something like that happens every 4 years, where there's something happening where it causes a considerable dip in markets, indicating smart purchasers to go out and actually put up some money and to buy on the low. And for all the people that actually use their brains a little bit and went out and bought a lot of stocks and crypto when in the March crash last year, in 2020, whenever everything was shutting down because of the situation around the world. Well, then, hey, then everybody up there, everybody who invested during that time is up, and they're up considerably. So think about that, guys. And it's the same situation here. Why would you want to invest whenever something is high, when it's going to go down? I mean, everybody is here to make the dollar value, in my opinion. I mean, everyone is holding BTC, so the BTC's dollar value goes up and becomes this big valuable store of value, as they say. So that's why everyone wants to be hoarding Bitcoin, so it can become a big cash asset. So everyone is looking for BTC to go to $1 million. But I mean, as to when that'll happen, I mean, who knows? But right now it's sitting at 31. It went up about $1,000 like in the last couple hours, but it did dip below $30,000 today. And yesterday it was sitting at about $33,000. So again, it's what the price range is. It'll go down, and then it'll hover at a certain point, up and down at that price range, and then it'll go down more, and then it'll hover, very similar to the 2017 um run, because a lot of people are saying that this one was actually supposed to be something more similar to the 2013 run. But I disagree, even though I thought that this should have been similar to the 2013 run. But yeah, I mean, this is something that's definitely more similar to the 2017 run, because BTC, it went up, it held it at its all-time high of a little over $40,000, and then guess what happened? It just corrected itself, and went down to $35,000 in the week, and then it's further corrected itself right now, sitting at 31,000. And we're still far from a true Bitcoin price correction. So again, my opinion, I mean, this thing is definitely going to go down within the next couple years. And when I say couple years, I mean 2 years, 3 years. But um I mean, if you guys are trying to buy BTC right now for the next 10, 20 years, that's a completely different topic. But again, why buy on the low when, I mean, why buy on the high when you can buy on the low? And all that really, and the exchange of that is just patience, realistically. And in the meantime, you can actually hoard your money and make a lot more money that way, by saving up and waiting for this thing to go down real low, waiting for that nice crash. And you can even put in your buy order as to what price you think it's going to go. And when it goes down that low, and then you'll be making profits, because when a crash does happen, it doesn't tend to stay at a very low price for a long time. But the point is that you will be able to get it at a low price, if you have that buy order set in. So yeah, I mean, it's entirely up to what the strategy of your guys is. But I mean, I personally don't like to lose a dollar. So I'm actually gonna wait for this thing to take a nice dip, and try to buy at the $10,000 range, $12,000 range, as low as this thing can go. So that's pretty much my goal for now. So right now, I'm just waiting and trying to find other good investments, to put my money in. And like I mentioned in another video, that Vector Space was, a really, really cool investment. And right now, it had a little bit of a dip today, but it skyrocketed up to over $1 yesterday, and the day before it went up to 85, and then $1. So today it took a dip, but this thing is definitely something that's here to stay. So Vector Space AI is something really, really cool as to what they're doing. And I highly recommend you guys check it out, and you'll find out for yourselves, because they are indeed legit. So with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think about how low BTC will go, and whether or not when think a good time to invest in BTC is. Because again, I'm saying that right now, that it's certainly high. And why buy on the high when you can buy on the low, and then enjoy the profits and gains whenever this thing does take off from the price you would buy it at. So yeah, guys, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other videos as well. This is a hybrid channel. I do mixed martial arts and cryptocurrency, and finance in general, because over here, man, we're involved with sports and money. So those are two really fun things, and I know that there's a big community for that. And generally, for all the people that are into crypto or into MMA, and vice versa, for some reason, a good amount of people that are also into MMA are into crypto. So it's a really, really awesome community, and I love it. Definitely looking to grow this thing as big as I can, and create an entire empire out of it. So yeah, guys, drop those comments, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll catch you guys later.